Good evening and welcome to Find Your Voice. It's part one. It's the first time we're doing this. And we've got you in mind. Yes, you in mind. So I'm looking forward to you showing up. I'm looking forward to hearing all about what's been going on with you. And remember, this is live and interactive. You can send me comments. You can send me questions. It all depends on what spirit want to bring tonight. So it's great to have you here. This is not about getting spiritual readings. For those people who think I'm doing my readings tonight, I'm not. I'm actually here speaking from spirit and also the stuff that they've placed in my heart. They've been giving me lots of writing to do today. And if you've been following my journey, you'll know that I've been channeling through using a pencil and scraps of paper. So there's lots of stuff written all over these pieces of paper here in front of me. Whether they mean anything, I don't know yet. So we'll see, right? Okay. But it's good to have you here. We're going to be here for probably the next 40 minutes or so, but we will see. We'll see what spirit wants. We don't want you to have a late night. We want you to get back into a routine of going to bed early, because I know some people have been having sneaky little late nights thinking that this is going on forever and a day. So yeah, and you would be surprised at stuff I know, really. It surprises me. So it's good to have you here. A very good evening to Annette is here, and Allison's here too. That's lovely to see. And Karen's here too, Karen Jane O'Neill, my lovely friend who joined me on platform. We did our first Zoom together. On Sunday we did a divine service, which was beautiful. And we had pretty much a good sized room, didn't we? It was quite full as well. It was full of spirit, but it was full of lovely people that joined us. So it's great to be here. And then Anne-Marie Taylor has found me. Yay! And Louise is here. A very good evening. How are you doing? I am doing great. I'm doing great. I've got something warm on and snuggly on, and it feels a bit strange on my skin because we've been sort of like mooching around, haven't we? Thinking, oh, this flip-floppy weather's great. And then the heavens open. Yeah, so, but we need the rain, right? We need the rain. But personally, I'm not a big fan of the darkness. Yeah, which you'll probably know that already about me. So we're going to get going in a moment. What we're going to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit about what do I mean about find your voice and why I'm doing this. And then we're going to do something to get you in the right vibration for actually being open to what we're going to do, okay? So thank you for being here. If you feel like this is going to benefit somebody else, share away. By all means, share away. So I've got very strange glasses on tonight. These are my old glasses. I broke my glasses, I think it was yesterday. And was it Tuesday yesterday? I was like, what day? No, was it Wednesday yesterday? Tuesday I broke my glasses. And a cat had a cat swinging through them, as you do, as you do. I think that's the second pair now that are broken, because I've got really lovely, amazing, creative, abundantly, gorgeously frisky cats. Yeah, not that I'm blaming them. It's my own fault. It is every time I fall for it. Yeah, I do. So what we're going to do is, just so you know, please get yourself somewhere comfortable, because we're going to start off with a bit of a guided meditation to get your vibration in the right place for you to get the most you can from this session today. So get yourself somewhere comfy. Make sure there's no one going to be disturbing you for the next 20, 30, 35, 40 minutes, preferably for the meditation bit anyway. If you're going to light a candle, can you make sure you are somewhere safe so that somebody is going to actually blow it out for you later if you do nod off? Okay, that's made the health and safety bit over. Get yourself some water if you need to. Don't worry, and don't be panicking. Don't be running around everywhere. I'm here. I'm still here. I'll still be here. Okay. I just want you to start thinking about your voice. I want you to just think about the incredible places you want to go, and how your voice may have prevented you from doing this in the past. And I want you to also think about how everything is abundant in your life, and that everything, the universe is limitless, so you can have anything you want, and then as any quantity you want you can have, okay? And I want to also know that you also have your own gifts that you were here, that you brought with you. So they may not be the same as mine, they may be different, which is great. We all have our own individuality, and we should celebrate that. It doesn't mean that we have nothing to give. We are all very much valuable, and we all would be missed if we disappeared like that, as if by magic. Yeah, so know that. I also want you to know that the reason I'm doing this is, I don't know if you remember, I think it was last week, or no, 2 weeks ago tonight, I did something where I had spirit talk through me and channel through me. And I got you to ask me some questions, so I was answering. I think it was 5 questions I answered. People put me on the spot with, and Spirit gave me the answer, and it was incredible. And it was something that Spirit said, wait for it. This is only the beginning. You're going to be doing more of this. And I was like, okay, that's okay, because I trust you. So I trust myself, and that is where they up my game even more. So I feel very, very blessed that I get to do this. I also want the best for you. So I'm very mindful that when I get passionate and I feel the energy rising, Spirit may talk through me, and I may sound like I am telling you what to do, okay? And that is what I'm doing. What I mean by that is, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. I'm not here to tell you off. It may sound like you're being told off, but that's a memory that you associate with being spoken to in a certain way that we obviously need to heal. I speak to you because I love you, and I'm bringing you things through from Spirit. They're wonderful, incredible spiritual wisdom, and I feel very blessed that they have selected me for this purpose this evening. So I just want to say thank you to all of you for being here. Okay, so without further ado, can everybody hear me? That's all I want to know. Gosh, there's lots of things going up here and I didn't see them. Sorry. So good evening to Cheryl. Good evening to Dennis. Good evening to Linda. So just let me know you can hear me okay. Let me know that you're all okay. You're all comfy. You're all ready to go. If you wanted to write stuff down afterwards, that's fine too. But the good thing about this is it will be up for a few days, so you'll be able to check back in with it if you need to. You'll also be able to share it if you feel like you want to share away. So just make sure you're all comfy. Give me the thumbs ups if you're comfy and you're good to go, because I'm going to start playing some music in a minute, and then we're going to do this guided meditation together. This is like my gift to you, and also your gift to yourself. Something you said, I think I need a little bit of this. Yeah. And you're honoring that now. So well done. Well done. Yes, Alison, you can hear me okay. Fantastic. And thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. Okay, so we're good to go. We're good to go. If anyone joins us late, we will just carry on. And they will receive what they're meant to receive. So don't be panicking if you do come in late. And I know you're not here just yet, but, you know, on the psychic link, don't be panicking, okay? Lottie, yes, ready. Good girl. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to play some music. Just make sure I've got the volume right. So just get yourself comfy now. I hope you can still hear me over the music. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable, and you can. Make sure your palms are either turned upwards to receive the beautiful energy that's going to come your way, or just gently relax by your sides, whatever's the most comfortable for you, okay? So welcome to Find Your Voice. This is session 1 with me, Maddy Murthwaite, aka Magic Medium. And I'm so glad you're here today. And I just want to say that I'm very proud of you, that you've honored this commitment. So hopefully you're nice and comfortable and you won't be disturbed. So as you close your eyes, I want you to take a nice deep breath in through your nose and expand your diaphragm. And as you exhale, relax. Inhale, breathing deeply, and allow your diaphragm to extend. And on the exhale, relax. Focus on the music now and breathe in and out with this new way of breathing throughout the session. Today is a new day. Breathe that in. Breathe out. Today I choose to change my perception of my world. Breathe in. Breathe out. In this present moment, I become new. My point of power is this present moment. Breathe that in. Breathe out. I'm in the process of positive change. Breathe that in. Breathe out. I feel safe in my positive desire to change. Breathe that in. Breathe out. I trust in my commitment now. Breathe that in. Breathe out. I am divinely guided and supported. Breathe that in. Breathe out. I claim my capacity to see beyond limitation and doubt. Breathe that in. And breathe out. I claim my strength and my inner wisdom. Breathe in. And breathe out. I forgive myself for any ways I've acted out. I forgive my fear. Breathe in. Breathe out. I am willing to let go of the past. I am willing to be guided in the present. Breathe that in. And breathe out. I show up to the present with love. Breathe in. Breathe out. Life supports me in every possible way. Breathe that in. Breathe out. I look for the good. I look for the good in others. I look for the peace in the moment. Breathe that in. Breathe out. I am open to receive. I'm ready to receive. Breathe in. Breathe out. I express thoughts filled with love. I am in harmony with my true nature. Breathe that in. Breathe out. I welcome new ideas. I welcome possibilities of inner growth and wisdom beyond my own. Breathe that in. Breathe out. I choose to see clearly now through the eyes of love. I balance my life with positive energy. Breathe in. Breathe out. I have the power to change how I feel. I'm in charge of my thoughts. Breathe in. Breathe out. Today is a sacred gift from life. I show up for my life today. Breathe in. Breathe out. My healing is in a process now. I'm more lovable than I've ever been before. Breathe in. Breathe out. Today I choose to perceive with love, and I trust that the universe is guiding me. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take a nice deep breath now and release it gently, and open your eyes when you're ready and bring yourself back to the moment. Are we all back? Good evening, Debbie. Good evening, Hatters. Okay, so Spirit placed in my heart the need to bring the wonderful spiritual perspectives and learnings and teachings that they are providing for me in order that I grow in my conscious awareness, to bring them out into the open and to share them with everybody, because at the end of the day, they're not mine to keep. They're not mine to keep. And Spirit, they said, it's time to break the bread. So I felt very blessed when I was told to break the bread and share it with you. And that is what it is. We are sharing our gifts together. So whatever you glean from this evening is yours to put it away, bury it, do what you want with it. But remember, like the farmer who was given those seeds and he just put them in a little bag and didn't plant them, will he get a beautiful harvest? No. We know that, yeah? We know where you plant your seeds too. So be mindful of this, okay? Thank you, Karen. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Okay, so I sent out today a thought to our people. Did they have a question for me to see if I could answer the question based around the spiritual perspective on all the stuff that Spirit have been channeling through me over the last 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Yeah, 4 weeks this week. So Lottie Blake stood up and she asked me a question. So I'm going to honor your question, Lottie, and I'm going to answer it from a spiritual perspective, okay, and through the channel of Spirit. And if they start getting all serious and dictatorial, then you know it's not me. Well, yeah, you know, they chose me for a reason. Ex-school teacher and everything. Okay, so finding your voice. When I was growing up, I was always told to be quiet. I was always told to behave. I was always shunned. I was always basically told to stop being a nuisance, stop being a pest, stop being a naughty little child. And I didn't think I was being naughty by any means. I just wanted to be heard, right? And I think everybody, even adults, want to be heard. Yeah. And I had a brother and a sister, and they were older than me. And they are, whenever it got around to my turn to speak, because I had to sit and wait. Is it my turn yet? It was a bit like, are we here yet? You know, is it my turn to speak? It was, oh no, we're finished now, we're going. I was like, what? I waited? Are you kidding me? So I would, you know, build up these resentments within me as a child. But I also started to believe that I was a nuisance. I was a pest. Okay. But when I got older, and it carried on in lots of different ways, the way adults are manipulate situations, and at the time I didn't know any better in terms of that this was all my spiritual path, and I didn't know that I was going to glean amazing lessons from this, and that I was going to be able to turn it into the support for other people, and I was going to grow consciously aware through it. I still believe that it changed from my voice being a pest and a nuisance, that I didn't want to be heard, but I felt like I was taking it then, personally. I, myself, there was something wrong with me. I wasn't wanted. I wasn't, nobody loved me. And it wasn't a case of, oh, I feel sorry for myself and all that. I actually started to believe, and I would go out of my way to find evidence to prove that, to the contrary, that, yeah, that's right. That's right. You're rubbish at everything, and you're no good at anything, and no one would even know if you weren't here anyway. And that was a vein of thoughts that I would have from time to time. And I would, if you read my post about being the underdog and did you feel like you were never seen, heard, you know, which is so important. It is so important, but not from an egotistical vein, but it's just so important. We are placed in a human body so we can experience all these different types of emotions. But Spirit taught me now that each time I get an extra feather in my wings, it's like I like chalk up with them something that I passed, you know. I realized that what they were teaching me the first time is not as significant as what they're teaching me now. It's not as relevant. And I love the way they do that. They get you ready. So what I want to make you aware of is some of you might not be ready for what I'm going to say tonight. Some of you may hear something that is totally different to what I'm saying. Okay. Some of you may hear something completely different. Some of you may think this is not for me, and that's okay, because it's where you're at in your own stages of development, right? Okay, so getting back to lovely Lottie's question. Now, Lottie, a lot of stuff came up for me today. I just wanted to tell you, this is Lottie's question. If you don't mind, Lottie, I'm here for it being it on, haha. I don't know what that means. Does that mean bring it on instead? Okay, good job, psychic. Okay, so the question that Lottie asked was, what blockages do I need to disperse, heal, move beyond to fully step into my alignment? So what blockages do I need to disperse, heal, move beyond to fully step into my alignment? Okay, so when I read that question, Spirit and I went, he. And that was not because we're laughing at you. That's something I have to make sure you know too. They were like, he. And I was like, ho. Okay, so what does that mean? What can we do? Where can we go with this, right? So I channeled this afternoon, and oh gosh, flipping heck. Seriously, this is what I want to say to you. Before, I would always we always Google looking for an answer, don't we? When you connect with the divine and you open those doorways and you are receptive for it and you work at it, it's not something like, boom, there you go, it's magic, boom. Yeah, no pun intended. But you do have to work at it. And it's not like hard work as in, you know, like to the grindstone. It's really, for me anyway, it was really enjoyable. It was mind-blowing. It was like I became a member of a community. And finally in my life, I felt I was wanted. Yeah, so I felt like I fitted in too. I didn't have to justify who I was. They knew everything about me. And And it was like they accepted me and I was accepted. And I was like, the first time in my life, all those things that I believed about myself, I'm finally accepted. But anyway, I do go off on a tangent, just so you know, and this is why Spirit, I think, get me to write stuff down as well, but so that it's there in front of me, so in case I forget it. Okay, so anywho, so I want you to be mindful of that. Some of you may not understand some of the stuff that I say tonight, or some of you may not be ready for it, and that's okay. But some of you may need to hear it again. That means you may need to listen back to it. Have you ever noticed that when you may be trying to take notes when you're listening to an audio, and if you're studying, for argument's sake, and you're like, oh, what? Go over that again. I don't know what they mean. Go over that again. But when you listen to it a few times, then the penny may drop. Okay. So just because some of you may not understand some of the things I'm going to say tonight, or totally agree with what I'm going to say tonight, then that's okay too. That's okay. So, you know, I'm taking it off the table and just saying that that's okay. So don't be too hard on yourself. Please feel free to ask away. And if it opens up another question for next time, that's brilliant too. That's absolutely brilliant. That's how they like it to be. They get all excited. So when I talk about we, like last time, it's me, it's myself and source. And I like to say that I do love you and I want the best for you. And as I said, I didn't like being telling off when I was a kid. But Spirit, when they want to get your attention, they can be quite assertive. And that's what I've learned with them. And very passionate. And it's to get your attention because they love you and they want the best for you. Okay, so Lottie was, what blockages do I need to disperse, heal, move beyond to fully step into my alignment? Well, first of all, Lottie, what I want to know is, okay, with you saying that, does that mean if I told you what your blockages are or your blockage is, you would know exactly what to do then? You know exactly how to step into your alignment if you just knew what your blockages were? Which way around are we looking at this, okay? So I want you to be mindful of that. Lottie, do you know what to do if I told you what your blockages were or are or is? Good evening, James. Good evening, Wendy. Good evening, Jessica. So Lottie, are you there? Is there anybody there? Do you know what to do if I told you? Would you know then what to do to step into my alignment, quote? Just a yes or a no, or whatever comes up for you, okay? I hope she hasn't fallen asleep during the meditation. Okay, so I'm just waiting on a yes and a no. Just want to make sure Lottie's here, and then I'm going to open the floodgates. We're going to go for it big time, okay? I'm here, haha, I don't know. So, okay, so this is right, okay. So do you see the way you worded the question? So let's just look at the question again. What blockage do I need to disperse, heal, move beyond to fully step into my alignment? So not only do you need to know what your blockages are, you also need to know what to do and how to align your life or step into your full alignment too. So you don't know how to step into that full alignment, or fully step into my alignment is what you've put here, okay? Okay, so first of all, I'm going to just tell you something. There's something I do very quickly with Spirit. It is called unveiling the blockages, and that will tell you exactly what your blockages are, okay? It's a beautiful thing. You can check in my services. It is there. If it speaks to your soul, then book in and do that, okay? But to answer your question here and now, okay? And it is to answer your question, move beyond, fully step into my alignment. Okay, first of all, alignment. What do we know about alignment? Everything needs to be vibrationally matched, and you need to have the correct frequency in order to receive or manifest the things that you want to have, and basically stepping into your alignment. Correct? Is that what you want? To be able to manifest clearly the things to take me where I'd like to go, and the things that are going to make me happy, joyful, frisky. That word keeps coming up all the time. I don't know why that keeps coming in. Excited. All the beautiful raising the vibration emotions that we can have, okay? So can we think of any more? Can you shout them out at me of really positive emotions that we can have that take our vibration up? So we need to make sure we understand the whole way of the law of the universe laws and how spirit work, okay? So if, for argument's sake, You knew what your blockages were, okay? But I don't believe that is necessary at this point with this question. We're just going to look at the word alignment, and this is where Spirit had placed it in my heart. I understand, thank you. And the pencil is off. We're off. We're on the starter's orders, okay? What I want you to be mindful of is you need to be in receiving mode, okay? You need to be able to be in receiving mode. That means you need to be open to receive, okay? Karen O'Neill, thank you. Laughter, excitement, peace. I love that. Love them. They're beautiful, okay? They're all beautiful, raising positive vibration, okay? Keeping our joy, keeping us up here, okay? Joy and Frisky is me. Good girl, Lottie, okay? So, but pay attention, okay? If we aren't in a place of receiving and we still believe that I'm such a good person, I want to know if you tell me this. This is for everybody. Do you feel like you're a really good person, but things just keep coming along that keep taking you off your feet? Or do you feel like, but I'm such a good person. Why does this stuff always keep happening to me? Anybody else felt like that? This is what I'd like to know, please. Okay. I'm just going to carry on. Yeah, I understand. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So when we are not aligned fully to what we are deserving of, and when we're deserving of it, I mean we have invited it into our energy, okay? If we have negative things coming into our life all the time, as I said last time we spoke, we create our own reality, all right? We create our own reality. That means also that we actually reflect, okay? We are the reflection of what we believe, okay? So whereas I had those limiting beliefs before about when I was a child that I wasn't to be heard, I wasn't able to speak, I wasn't wanted, and I carried them on into my adult life, I believed that I was reflecting that out to other people, and I was attracting then on the same vibration that I was sending it out. I was emitting this thing that I thought was normal, right? It was my normal anyway at the time. I was emitting this thing that was going out right across the energy, and I was attracting, reflecting back to me people who were going to treat me and make me feel like I wasn't wanted even more, people who had issues themselves that didn't feel that they were wanted, which what use is that to me when I'm trying to grow into something else? And don't be giving me all the stuff that I've been given the same of. If you give me the same, I'm just going to stay the same. I want different stuff. I want you to take my vibration up. I want you to take me away from that situation. I want to align, as Lottie says, fully step into my alignment. But the more I change my vibration, the more I change the way I think about myself, the more I change my thoughts, then my emotions, then my actions, the more I line up to the right vibration, then to manifest what I really want. Now, the thing that human beings do is we can't make our mind up about what we want and what we don't want. One minute we're saying, I want to be famous. The next minute we're saying to the universe, yeah, I want to be famous. I'm going to be rich, and I'm going to be like on all the magazines. I'm going to be all over the press, and I'm just going to live an amazing, abundant life. But when you're famous, I get stalkers, and oh, everyone's after me for my money. I can't trust my friends. I don't know who's going to like really, oh, you know, yeah, okay. So this is what we do. We think one minute that we want stuff. The next minute we will say, I don't want it. We will speak to other people that this is what I want. And inside we can internalize, I'm not sure if I really do, you know? Sharon says, yes, our thoughts attract what we think about. Okay. So when we humans naturally focus on, for argument's sake, I want a quiet life. Who here says, oh, I want a quiet life? And then we get the COVID virus. For some people, that means a very quiet life. For others, it means hectic times. But for people who got their quiet life, within weeks, days even, they were complaining about it. They were complaining about, oh, I so miss my family. I so miss not being able to go out and do what I like. And I so miss this, and I so miss everything else. You asked for a quiet life? We gave you a quiet life. So we give you what you want. And guess what? Now you're complaining about it? Now you're complaining about it? What happens there? We start sometimes we don't realize it's habitual. We have certain phrases that we use, and we use them all the time. In my coaching, I'm very much aware of when I get a new client, and I know they're new to spiritual stuff, more so when they use words like, I hate this, I hate that. It's a nightmare, this situation. So everything we use, those words, yeah, thoughts, words, action, okay? Those words then are then even expanding upon the thought, because you're bringing them into reality and you're making them even big. You're embellishing the whole thing. So you're adding more negativity to negativity, okay? So what we need to be mindful of is, and this is the best thing, people say to me, but my thoughts are always there. Should I just meditate? My thoughts are going to go away? No, I'm going to tell you now, Spirit, thank you. You won't ever not be able to think like that, okay? You're going to always have thoughts, make that clear. You're always going to be thinking, but it's cutting them off before they become something ridiculously big and out into the open, and then they're born, okay? And the law of attraction gives you exactly, mirrors back to you what you want, okay? So imagine you know when you're really fed up with this, someone, or you've had a big row with somebody, for argument's sake, and you go and try and sort it out while you're still in that vein where you're angry and you're still annoyed with the person. I want to sort it out now like this. This is the way. No one speaks to me like that. I'm going to go in there. Going in with that energy, going in on a negative, it only brings up more negativity, and you will not resolve the situation for what you would deem as resolved. Okay? So never go into a situation with that negativity. Okay? It's very important that you're mindful of your energy you're bringing to a situation. It's very important. Okay? Okay, so we need to check. There's the thought. The best reason we've been placed in the body is because we feel stuff, right? We feel stuff. Have you ever had a feeling where you're like, what's that feeling? I'll give you an example. I came off the phone from talking to my mom, and I thought it was okay. I thought it went okay, the phone call, but I had a funny feeling in my tummy, and I couldn't quite put my finger on what the thing was in my tummy, right? So, but afterwards I sat with it and I went, right, I trust your body. What are you trying to tell me? There was something that triggered this feeling in my tummy. And I went, oh, what was that? And I looked back at my day and I went, oh, it was when I spoke to my mom about that particular icky sort of subject. And that sort of sat with me here. I thought, well, that's interesting. So our bodies speak to us all the time. Do not try and shout at your body when it's not playing ball with you, when it's not giving you what you want. It is actually giving you what you need. It is. When we get poorly, or when we, as I said, spirit throw a stone, a pebble at you to get your attention, if you're coming off your spiritual path, the path you've decided before you came here, you subscribed to before you actually came here, you're veering off your path, they try and get you back on it, so they throw a little pebble at you. You go, oh. You ignore the pebble, 9 times out of 10, so they throw a brick at you. This is symbolic, by the way. Situations will appear in your life that make you go, wow, we're trying to wake you up here. Pay attention. Yeah? So you ignore the brick. Then the whole house falls in on you. Okay? That is what they do because they love you. Because you've been resisting and you've been placing resistance in your path. So when we have this, I know what I want, but then I don't know what I want vibration, it causes chaos. So this is why, Lottie, some things are on the way to you. Yeah? But then they go, well, they got lost because I don't even know where they were supposed to go. Yeah, the vibration that you were meeting them with wasn't consistent. It was going, I want to come here. No, you can't come here because look. Well, we want to go. Where are you gone again? Where? As soon as we ask what we want, we will get. It is the truth. But the law of attraction and the laws of the universe know that there's other parts to it, to make things, create the things that you manifest in your life, okay? And if you want something and you ask for something, you will get it, in terms of it is created by source and it is there waiting for you to step up and align with the right vibration to grab it. It's like you have those, those grabby things that you have to grab that toy in the machine. Have you ever seen the big hand? It's like, oh, they've got to line up, got to line up, got to line up. Is it? It reminds me of, I don't know, you won't get this abroad, but the golden shot. Are you ready? Remember the golden shot years ago on the television? You used to have to line up on target till I got it, and it would go round and round, and then it was, that's it. It's like a sniper, isn't it? With the red focus. And it goes. And once you get your vibration in alignment with it, then you will receive the thing that you want. So, the first thing you need to work on is your energy. And is your energy output the correct energy? And if you're thinking, well, I can't control my thoughts, well, you can, to the point where you may not be able to control what you're thinking, but you are able to prevent them from becoming into something gigantic. So we need to cut them off as soon as we're aware of them. And this is where the dedication takes place. And it's whether you want to put the work in, because it is a whole new way of being. It is like writing with your left hand when you're right-handed. It is like doing lots of crazy stuff, like, or patting your head and rubbing your tummy while you're upside down. Yeah, swinging from a trapeze. It is, yes, I need some, is that constancy? Okay. So, thank you, Karen. So, please be mindful of this, that we do. So when the thought comes into your head, this is what I was talking about. I got the feeling on the phone. I got a funny feeling when I came off the phone. And before I thought, I must have thought something during that conversation for me to have a physical symptom afterwards. So I looked back at the conversation. I thought, oh yeah, because I know what went off in my head. It was a trigger. And instead of checking that trigger from that negative trigger into a positive trigger, I'm flipping it there and then. So it didn't become into an action or even into the complete emotion and then the action. Gosh, that's even worse, right? Compounding the whole thing, I have to stop it in its tracks. So I'm thinking this negative thought. I'm going to give you a scenario, okay? And this is about the way we create our own chaotic vibration. I'm sitting on the train. It's a summer's day. There are no windows open and it is packed. And then there's only one seat left and it's right next to me. And this really big man comes and sits next to me. In fact, he practically sits on top of me. And within a few moments, I noticed that there was a little sort of smell emanating up my nostrils that is not very pleasant. And what we will tend to do is we will tend to focus on that particular smell, and we will try and do everything we can to get away from this thing that is aggravating us. But the more we focus on, oh my God, this man stinks. Oh my God, oh, he's nearly sitting on my leg. Oh, I'm too hot. I'm going to overheat. This is ridiculous. And there's no windows on this train. Oh, we're going through the tunnel now. Oh, that's even worse. I can't even see out. Oh, I've got to look at, oh, this is just... You know what I'm talking about, right? We focus more on the thing that is irritating us, so we make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and we pick at that scab, and we pick at that scab, and we pick at that scab, and then the universe says, so you don't want this, but you do want this. Which one is it? You want more of the stuff you're complaining about, which they don't understand as complaining. They understand you're asking for it. I'm asking for this. So... But you want, well, which one? Oh, you want more of this? Well, we can give you more of a big guy that smells. We can give you more of that. If you flip your thought there and then, and you check yourself and say to yourself, there by the grace of God, in here, there by the grace of God go I, that I had a shower this morning, that I was blessed with warm water, that I'm blessed to know that I don't want to be somebody who smells, that I'm blessed to be able to take care of myself, that I am blessed to be able to send healing to this gentleman if he doesn't appreciate that he's offensive. Well, for me, it's offending my nose, right? Yeah, depending how you think, okay? If you come from a place of gratitude and you flip it to gratitude, then you are on to a winning streak and you're keeping your vibration up. Where did you say it was? I want to look for those lovely words. Let me see if I can find them again. Laughter, excitement, peace. You're keeping your vibration there, okay? So I can guarantee he's getting off at the next stop. I can guarantee you, when you're keeping your vibration up there, he's getting off at the next stop. And you don't have to wait for the next 3 stops before you get it off, right? Yeah. He's getting off at the next stop, sorted, laughing. That's how it works. And it's incredible how it works. Recently I was really busy, and with the lockdown, there was things you permitted to and the things you can't do. And I knew I had a few things I really needed to do outside of my home, and I didn't really want to do them because I was a little bit anxious about meeting different people that I wasn't used to meeting. And I thought, well, I've got my mask, I've got my gloves. And I sent it out into the universe, and I said, right, okay, before my anxiety becomes big feelings of fear, I'm going to write down a list of all the positive things I could do today to help myself. And I'm going to focus on somebody I could send the love to as well. So I focus on somebody I could send it to. So that was a really positive thing that I did. You're not going to believe this. One of the things I wanted to do was my uncle's birthday, and I so wanted to prioritize going to his, dropping off his gift, knocking on the door, and then going, and you know, just waving through the window. And that was like my thing for him, because I knew he'd be thrilled to pieces. But I had to go and get this table because I'd started a new radio show and I needed this table in my home, and my friend had the table, and it was just like, oh gosh, and he goes out all the time, and has he washed his hands? I could feel myself going. I went, yes, he does. I was writing, he always washes his hands. This is a beautiful thing. I'll be fine. He'll just leave it at the bottom of the path. La la la, really positive. Focus on the positive, focus on the positive. And within 10 minutes, I got a text. Hey, Maddie, I'm going to be going past yours in the next half hour. Would you like me to drop that table off? I was like, what? That meant I could go and see my uncle. That means I don't just have to wait through the window. I could stand just sing and have a birthday out in the street to him. Do the whole thing, but not touch him. Do you know what I mean? He's inside. He's safe. And I could even see my auntie at 2 meters apart. And I hadn't seen them for yonkers. I think it was before Easter that I saw them. So it was like, you see how it happens? Oh, anywho, so I'm so blessed for these things, but we are the creators of our own reality, and I can't emphasize that enough. But I don't want you beating yourself up, because as soon as you start to beat yourself up, you're adding more negativity to negative thoughts that you think about yourself. Okay? So you're going to say, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for making me aware of this. And I come from a place of gratitude, or I come from a place of, where do I come from? Wherever you feel that is your abundant place that you can focus on. I'm going to tell you, put your hand up if you've got pets. I have 2, okay? Put your hand up if you've got pets. Spirit told me this today. Dean says, don't think about the what ifs. And Karen says, gratitude stone. Beautiful. And Jessica Wood says, compassion. Okay, so you got pets. Yeah? Yeah, fantastic. The fastest way you can get back to being in alignment, Lottie, if you don't have pets, if you have a goldfish, that's a pet, right? Our house is like a zoo. Incredible. Okay, the fastest way you can get back to being in alignment is, and to get back to source energy, which is in you. Yeah, and this is where we want you to return to your inner being, which we'll talk about another day. Get back to source, which is your inner being that has been in there. And the reason you feel out of kilt with things, and the reason things don't feel like they're great, is because your inner being is saying, I am showing you contrast. I am showing you what you don't really want in your life. And I want you to focus on what you do want from a positive perspective, as if you're already having it in your life, and talk in the present tense of all the things you are grateful for and that have come into your life and that are in your life. And even if they're not in your life and you'd like them in your life, you speak as if they're there already. And the way to get you back to source and back there very quickly is to go and stroke your pets. Your pets, right? There are 4 or 5 steps to manifest certain things, okay? So the first one is ask. The second one is source creates it there, and then you've asked, they're going to create it for you. But the third one is we need to get our vibration in alignment to receive it, okay? So the fastest way back to there is to go and stroke our pets, right? Our pets are already on step 3. They live pretty much from step 3. They allow it in. They don't put blocks in the way. They don't do resistance. They say, feed me. Come and play with me. I'm going to run away now because I want to run away. I know what I want. Yeah? They're already geared up. They're always living in that, on that vibration. Okay? Yes, you'll get a naughty cat, but that cat's already telling you, I'm reflecting what you've given out to the universe, girlfriend. Have a check of your energy. I have an amazing cat called Marmalade. She is I'm going to say a bleater. She is hypersensitive, and if I knew her as a human being, I'd be putting her on some sort of natural herb remedy to calm her down. However, I've noticed since I've been working with my energy more and more, she's changing. And Spirit placed in my heart, they've sent me a whole thing on pets, which I was really excited about and felt very blessed to receive when I was channeling off them. And they've brought more animals into my life, very, very, in loads of different ways. But when I'm feeling a bit meh, I go to my cat. And when I'm feeling totally, I need to raise my vibration, or I'm already up there and I'm living, Abraham Hicks calls it in the vortex. That is a place where you're directly connected to source, and you're at that place of joy, you're at that place of peace, you're at that place of excitement, of laughter, of friskiness, yeah? Where you're all like so excited and life's just amazing, and you got your rose-colored tinted spectacles on, but they're not really rose, because it's the fact that your life is just incredible, and life is incredible. When you're there, your cats or your pets behave differently too. So spend time looking at them, and spend time knowing that when you're feeling revved up, and when Marmalade is revved up, I have to look at myself, and she's a reminder to me to say, hey, mommy, you're revved up today. So I'm showing you, because I love you, that you need to check in with yourself. And I used to take it as, oh, what do I do with this cat when I first got them? Because I never had cats before, or pets. I had fish. Adopted cat, but it adopted us. You know what they're like. They just go and adopt someone else after that. But these are my 2 beautiful girls, and they chose me, and I feel very blessed to have them in my life. And they're just opposites, but they teach me all the time now. And only because a very good friend of mine, Noreen Roach, told me that, because I went to on one of her retreats 3 years ago and worked with horses, that I thought I was going there to heal, and I didn't know they were going to be giving me healing. I didn't know how it worked, but I thought I was going there to learn how to heal horses. But it turns out they were healing me, and it was incredible. But she told me, you can learn from your cats. And I was like, can I really? I thought I was here to heal the cats, because Marmalade's totally got a very strange vibration. I probably called her wacky names before then, but she's just beautiful. She's incredible. And Spirit said to me, go up to her, say to her, look her in the eye and say, Marmalade, I am going to continue co-creating with you, and I love you because I just adore you. And see the love in them. They bring you right back to where you need to be, right back to source, is by stroking your pets. They really do. And just, if that's not your thing, but just getting out into nature and just appreciating the amazingness of the way the grass just grows and continues to grow unless we have no rain ever. That's just like, and the plants carry on. Yes, we may need to water them if they're in pots, because they're not, the roots aren't in the ground. But incredible stuff. The way the birds just know what to do when they're born. You know, like a foal can stand up the moment it's born. These things are incredible. And these are the things we should be celebrating and bringing us back to source. The closer we are to source and the closer our vibration is back to source, that is when, Lottie, we are more readily available and open to being in alignment. So you're not going to be in alignment all the time, okay? It's not a place to get to, it's a place to grow to, and a place, and with each different situation that comes into your life, or each different thing you want to manifest, there may be little things that you need to, oh, it's a bit out of whack, my vibration, so I need to think about my energy. I need to also journal. I find journaling, getting your thoughts down about it. Gabby Bernstein does something called Rage on the Page, and it's, oh, I thought, but aren't I just writing down all the stuff I don't want, and then aren't I putting it out into the universe? The moment, if I couldn't shift that energy myself by doing meditation, I started doing Rage on the Page, and I would write all this stuff down to this music, and I would recommend it. It's called bilateral music. You can get it on Spotify. It's usually for people with PTSD. It's beautiful, gentle music, whatever one speaks to you, and just write everything that's getting on your nerves. Get it all out, get it all out, get it out. And as soon as I finished the exercise, I was like, I feel lighter. That's where they want to get me to faster. They don't want me to go mull it over and over. Do you know those people that go to bed? Are you one of those people that go to bed and just won't go to sleep because it's on your mind? Raged on the page. Get it all out. Then you don't have to face it or drag it into the next day. And each time you do that, you are eliminating the big gap you're putting between yourself and your alignment and what you want to manifest and what you deserve to have in your life. Whoa. Powerful stuff, right, dude? Okay? Lottie says, so interesting. I've been distanced from my cat since my divorce, and she's been distanced from me, but she was giving beautiful cuddles to my loved one today. Okay. Jessica Wood, I have PTSD. Can we rephrase that? You don't actually have it. It means your vibration is out of whack. And this is no disrespect, because I know what PTSD is like. I know exactly what it's like. Okay? So let's just look at it from the point of view of what we can change our thinking around it, okay? Because the only person that's going to heal you is yourself. Medication isn't going to do it. It's a temporary thing. It's almost like we just put Vaseline over something. It's like putting a plaster on a wound, yeah? This is what Spirit wants for people. They don't want people to be rushing to the very serious medications I'm talking about. Stuff for a headache to get us through, you know, from time to time is really good, especially if you've got to drive and your eyes are playing up and you've got a migraine coming on. Safety first, yeah? Well, I'm not saying that no medication. I'm saying, oh no, it's okay. I don't like saying it. Bless you, sweetheart. Okay. So we need to think about your vibration. Maybe that's for another day. We need to think about your vibration around it, okay? And how we can help you heal that. One of the things I found really useful for me was, Jessica, and it's something I do now in the morning. I have a radio show called Lunchtime Loving Live, plus Spirit Talk, if you see me on Spirit Talk. But Lunchtime Loving Live goes out tomorrow at 1 p.m. And I've been having guests on since the COVID virus who raise positivity in the environment through whatever they bring, their gifts, whatever, yeah? And all different amazing stuff. It's just incredible, the stuff. And the people step up to come on the show. And they're my virtual neighbors. And one of the things that, or two of the things actually that I found to be really beneficial for me is Anita Siegel. Check her out. She did a 5-day menopause challenge. Now, she's a reflexologist. You don't have to have the menopause to benefit from what she taught with this hand reflexology. It has sorted me out. Every morning I do it. I listen to the bilateral music. Check out bilateral music if you haven't already. I think it's EMDR, and you'll know what EMDR is if you have PTSD. Bless you, Sharon. Sleep well. God bless you, and thank you for being here. Look at bilateral tunes on Spotify and see which ones resonate with you. And if you want me to share the hand reflexology to help you, I do it first thing in the morning and I do it last thing at night. You can do it any time of day you want. You can do it when you're nervous. If you're sitting there, if you've got to wait outside somewhere for something, or you've got to wait for somebody during the virus and it's a place you don't want to be, because we are very sensitive to sounds. We're very sensitive to anything that is going to make us jump. Yeah. Like, so... and feel and touch and things like that, and smell, everything, our senses are ramped up. Okay, so be mindful of this. You're writing down, oh, okay, writing this down, EMDR was great. Yeah, okay, so these are bilateral music on Spotify, and I'll do a demonstration at some point because we're on camera of the positions you can do. If not, I can get Anita to come on and do them. They're reflexology of your hand, if you can use your hands, and you only have to be really gentle, and it does hurt in terms of, that's when you know where, gosh, this is like some resistance in this area. Yeah, we would say, as I was going to say, blockages here, as they say in a medical sense, but yeah. So be mindful of that, and we need to think about raising your vibration, and we need to be looking at how we can prevent those thoughts escalating into bigger thoughts and then becoming manifestations. Yeah, what we don't want. Okay. So be mindful of that, and thank you for stepping up here and being so brave. Okay, so where in your life, this is your challenge for this week, where in your life are you giving out or emitting a chaotic vibration? Where in your life are you, one minute saying, I want this, but then you're actually backtracking with, no, I don't, but I don't want that comes with it. Okay, just watch yourself, listen to yourself too. When someone asks you, do you want a runny egg or anything? Okay. You're very welcome, lovely girl. Thank you for being here. Be mindful of what you say. Be mindful of that it's a thought first, so it's going on in here. We need to sort this out in here, okay? So this is like the spaghetti junction, but it can be a nice, beautiful place if we choose it to be. But as I said, if you do have pets, they teach us an awful lot of stuff. Notice how certain of them start doing this stuff out of character, or like totally having a fit, as we used to say. Oh, she's gone off one, she's having a mad moment. What does that actually mean? Is it my cat, and I'm using cats here because I have 2 cats. Is it my cat trying to show me that I need to stop working right now and go run around the garden or go and let off steam, because this is what we do. We shake it out. We get out of our system. And then we're back, we're source. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, they do. They're teaching us all the time. I'd love to hear about your pets. I'd love to hear about what your dog does. What have you learned from your dog this week? What have you learned from any of your pets that you have? Okay. That can teach you things. Fish are very attuned, okay? Very attuned. So be mindful of this, especially ones that you have a relationship with that you spend a lot of time around. So just be mindful of this, please. And also be mindful of your thoughts and the words you use. It is interesting. Put yourself under the microscope. Put yourself, yeah. Have a good look at yourself, because that's where it starts. This is where it all starts, okay? And I want you to say, when you have like a moment where you're feeling not great about yourself, or the thought is starting to escalate, I want you to shift it to these 3 words. Shift it to these 3 words. And the 3 words are, you just say, up until now, I used to think like that. And if you're in a place where you can flip it to something positive, but now, so up until now, I used to feel sorry for myself, or I used to want to smash up the computer when it didn't do all the things I wanted to do and bring all that negative energy to the computer. Up until now, I used to get very upset about it, but now I just sit for a moment. I ask the technology angels, because spirit work with energy. Spirit are energy. They can sort out anything electrical. They can sort it all out for you. You just need to be on the right vibration. So if you sit there and practice it and send out, angels, technological angels, please come and assist me in this matter. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go and do something really beautiful and get back to source. In fact, I am going to play with my cats, or I am going to walk around the garden with my bare feet. I'm going to get back to nature. I'm going to allow myself 10 minutes. Forget about the 10 minutes. I'm just going to allow myself some time. And when I feel ready to come back in, I'm going to come back in with a totally different vibration to this thing that would normally drive me. Why would it drive you? It would drive you to happiness. Because up until now, I would have said it would drive me crazy and it's a nightmare and this always happens to me. Be mindful of that as well. Because if it always happens to you, guess what? It's always going to happen to you. You got the message. You know where I'm coming from, right? Yeah? What have you learned from today, if anything? Or what have you enjoyed? I'd love to hear. Wendy Holland says, I found it a struggle with fibromyalgia, but getting a lot more positive. Okay. From fibromyalgia took me down, and I mean that. And this is how I was in those days. I felt I was down and out and I had nothing to offer anybody. I used to be a school teacher and I had to give up my job. So it was like big shame, big guilt, big blame. Are they going to take my house off me? I bought my own home when I was a teacher and I was all the things that, you know. And you can find yourself going down in a spiral and go down, 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 down. And what will happen then is you attract the people that support that negativity. So you will attract people into your life that are quite negative, but you may feel that if I'm going to lose all my friends, then I'm quite happy with some of them. I don't mind if they're negative or not. I don't mind if they're negative, you see? So you're saying, I don't mind if they're negative people, but because I need just somebody, yeah? So the universe here is, well, we'll just give you anyone that's negative, right? Because that's somebody, right? That's somebody, isn't it? You want somebody and you don't mind if they're negative? Fine, we'll send you there. We can do that. That's easy. That's a piece of cake for us, right? Okay, so be mindful of what you're thinking, what phrases you use, and check in with yourself because you're the only person that's going to change this. Nobody else is going to change this for you. And if you work with Source, because you are connected to Source and you are Source, that is the one thing we've all got in common. We're all connected to Source and we all have our inner beings inside us. And when things feel out of whack, it's because your inner being saying, hey, I don't want this for you. I don't want this for you. I want you to be happy and healthy and vibrant and having the best abundant, prosperous life ever. And you're focusing a crack in the wall? Really? And now your brain's going, oh no, that means I can't go on holiday because I need the money to pay for this crack in the wall. And you go off on one instead of going, hey crack, how's it going? Do you know what? You're not really a priority unless I'm like got a whole load of water pouring through there. And if there's a whole lot of water pouring through there, then I need to look at my environment in here because why am I attracting something that's leaking? What am I leaking my energy? Where am I leaking my energy in my life? Okay, it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. So Lottie, this is so interesting. I just realized the Divine Goddess card I pulled for the month was a message on watching my thoughts and words. Spirit is shouting this message at me. Ha. Okay, fantastic. Do they need to shout any louder? Where are they taking you? Where are you letting them take you? You have complete control. You really do. And we do create our own realities, as hard as that may seem. And we will talk about what we subscribed to before we came here next time. Okay? So if you do have a question about what you think your life has turned into and how do I get myself out of this, or whatever you want to ask me, whatever came up today for you. Yeah, and I'd love to hear about your pets. I'd love to see pictures of them too. I so need to stay in the moment, practice gratitude, watch what I'm putting out there, being cognizant of my everything. Yeah. Thanks, Maddie. Oh, Sue's here. Good evening to you, Sue. I didn't see your name go up before. And Wendy Holland says, yes. Yep, I was a riding instructor. Bless you. Okay. Don't ever give up on your dreams because this is yourself and Source, can actually manifest them. I love you, all of you. Know that you are so special, very special. And go to bed thinking how totally amazingly beautiful, vibrant, incredible you are, and that you are loved beyond the wildest of amount. I couldn't even say it. 20 million, 1,000% more than you think you ever are. Until next time, thank you for being here. Don't forget, tomorrow is Lunchtime Love and Live, and I'm so looking forward to it because I got two incredible neighbors stepping up. Thank you so much, Maddie. So grateful for you, for your spirit's wisdom. I so needed this. Bless you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Alison Moody is here. Thank you. Yes, better around positive people when you're struggling as you pick up their positive vibes and feel much better yourself. You can attract positive people into your life by the vibration you send out. Be mindful of that. Even the times are tough. Check in with yourself. Don't let it come out. Don't let it come out of there. Try and stop it in here and try and keep it small. Yeah? I love you. Big hugs, big hugs, big, big, big virtual hugs. Sleep well, my beautiful friends. And I'll see you next time.